Welcome to our new podcast here. Today we are speaking with Akhil, who is our guest here,
Hi.
who currently works as a electrical commissioning and triage engineering leader at Stellantis in Auburn Hills, Michigan, US. We'll dig into his personal and professional journey, the challenges, discoveries, and turning points that brought him here. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Annie.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with your early background and inspiration. Let's start at the beginning. Where did you grow up, and what were your early interests and influences?
If you're asking me about where I grew up, so I'm from Irinjalakuda, it's a city in Thrissur, Kerala, India. So from my early age, my passion was, I was always thinking about engineering, how to get into engineering, because that's what we all grew up with, right?
Yeah.
Like all this on the two streams, doctors or engineers.
Engineers. Yep.
That's how we grew up. So I was always an engineer. I thought
Yeah.
like I can never be a doctor. So that's how I grew up. I did my until my 10th in a school, Bounce with Mandir in Irinjalakuda. Then
Okay.
I moved to for Vimla Central School for my plus one plus two. After that, I moved to Salem, Tamil Nadu
Okay.
for my bachelor's. I
Okay.
picked mechanical engineering as my
Okay.
bachelor's because at that time I was thinking I want to be an engineer, but I don't want to work hard for being an
Okay.
engineer.
Yep.
It's the easy track, right?
Easy track.
So always like, okay, mechanical is like good choice.
Yeah.
You can go to different streams when you get a mechanical background. So that's what I picked.
Okay.
So finished my 4 years of bachelor's in Tamil Nadu,
Okay.
and the one of the main turning point in my life was like a family gathering in my uncle's house.
Okay.
So I was hanging out with my brother, who's currently in Houston, Texas. So
Okay.
we were casually talking about all the future plans and stuff. He was asking me what's planned in the future. Where do you want to go?
And which year was this, if I may ask?
This would be, I think, 2012.
2012. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right when you graduated.
Just before
college.
my graduation.
Just
Like I would be like around like
Okay.
I think like mid of third year or
Okay.
end of third year, somewhere around that. So he said, "Do you want to come to US for your masters?" And I'm like, never thought about that before. Like, US. Before that, I was thinking about like Pune and Bombay, Mumbai, for my after graduation, right? So he's like, okay. He said that might be a good choice. Why don't you work for it? Give it a try, and see what happens, how it goes. I started thinking about it. Started researching about it. Okay, what is the plan? How do we get there? What is the process of getting to a master's here, and that and I got to know about like GREs and TOEFL exams. All those.
So for the viewers for who don't know, like what is GRE and TOEFL? Can you explain what that means for your higher educations coming to US and
Yeah.
for the
So
details?
when you're coming to the US, you need to apply, right? So it's like an entrance exam. GRE is like an entrance exam. GRE is for STEM category.
Yeah.
Whoever is going to any field of engineering and like GMAT, I think, believe for MBA.
For MBAs, I think that's a different
Yeah.
stream. Yeah.
So we had to have a certain score in GRE. Depending on the score, you can apply to different universities, and depending on how much you score and everything, university standard, you get picked on that. And TOEFL is since we are coming from another non-English speaking country.
Yeah.
TOEFL is one of the exams to prove your skills in English.
Okay.
So those are the two main exams that time we usually prepare for coming to US.
Yeah.
So
did you take any help from any training centers? Like what was the process like when you were back in in Irinjalakuda? I know that it's a smaller city when compared to like cities like Kochi or Ernakulam. So how did you manage to get you trained? Did you manage with any consultancies? Did you get help from somebody? Like how did that whole process, or was it just all online? Do you need to spend a lot of money in that regard?
Yeah. So when I looked up all this details, like these things came up, like TOEFL, GRE, scores and stuff, and I knew like a city called town like Irinjalakuda doesn't have that skills or that exposure.
Yeah.
So I joined a firm in Cochin, in Whitela.
Okay.
So joined for a GRE training. They had a GRE and a TOEFL. And so they had I was staying there for a couple of months. So before that, even in my third year and fourth year, I used to go to my when I was in Salem. I used to randomly go to my library and try to find out GRE books and
Yeah.
TOEFL books,
Okay. Yeah.
and that's when I figured out, oh, this is not something that I can just learn myself.
Yeah. Okay.
There are people who does that, but
Right.
I was always an average student.
Okay. Yeah.
Even throughout my academic.
Which many of us are, including me.
Yeah.
So
So I okay, this is not my cup of tea, so I might
Right.
need some
Some
additional support. So that's what just right after my graduation, I went to this place in Cochin and stayed there for a few months and prepared. It's like a regular tuition class kind of thing that we had in our back in school time, right?
Yeah.
You go there morning to afternoon, most like an entrance coaching
Yeah.
time. So so we went there, prepared myself. Within a few months, I took my GRE exam.
Okay.
I shouldn't have rushed into it, but
Right.
I just want to reduce my gap, right? And right after
after you graduate.
BTech. Yeah. So I wrote my GRE exam somewhere in the September of 2013.
13. Okay.
Yeah. And with that score, whatever I scored and TOEFL score, I applied to multiple universities in US, and I got picked in few universities, and the one I chose was Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas.
Okay.
So because one main reason was my brother was close to Beaumont. He was in Houston. It's like
so it's
1.5
hours. Yeah.
So I don't want to go somewhere far, and all the scholarship they offer scholarships and expenses. Tuition was comparatively less.
So you got any scholarships? Or did you apply it on your own? What was the scholarship percentage?
So that's another thing, right?
Yeah.
Everything, all your scholarship, all the admission criteria depends on your
GRE score and TOEFL. Okay.
So since I rushed into it, my score was not that great.
Okay.
I said it before, I was an average student.
Yeah.
So my score was just above the borderline, somewhere around that.
Got it.
So I missed the scholarship criteria, it's margin, the slight margin, and
so tough luck there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But anyways.
But they also give an option if you scored like more than a 3.5, 3.8 GPA in your first like 2 semesters somewhere, then you can apply for it.
Yeah.
Which obviously I couldn't get it. So I had to manage with what I had.
Yeah. So just for the viewers, GPA in US, it's always in terms, the rating is out of 4. Back in India, when you're looking at Calicut University or others, it's usually in the range of 10, and then 8 and above is great. But we usually that's the range of average for GPA.
I don't think during that time, like the universities and the colleges in India, they hardly use this term like GPA.
GPA, no, they use it something called SGPA or a CGPA.
Yeah, my college didn't even. That's okay. Yeah. Same like a school time, like grading like percentage above 100, right? So you had to, one part of this application is like you have to send this to your academics, like undergrad transcript to a third-party company, and then they kind of convert into
so like GPA. A WES, like a World Education Services.
That's what I used, WES.
Yeah, even I used the same back in the days. It was around $400 or something to get that assessment done. Send all your transcripts. You have to go to the university. Get all of those semester sheets. The whole for all the semesters in one place. That's what you call a transcript. Send it off. It's a lot of paperwork.
It's a lot of paperwork, lot of hassles you have to.
But despite, it's worth the effort in the end, I guess. When we come to the end of the story, we'll talk more about his professional journey, the jobs that he took to where he is today. Yeah. But yeah.
I think I went too far with this first of yours.
But that's okay. That's how.
So I got an admission. I got the I-20. So that's not all about it, right? So once you have I-20, it's nothing. Just a college just accepting you.
Yeah.
But the main part of coming here is the consulate interview.
Yeah.
So that's the main roadblock in front of you when you're coming to US, any international students.
Yeah.
So I took an appointment at the consulate. So people scare you, right? They're gonna ask you all the documents, your financial documents, your academic background, who's gonna fund your education.
Thorough background check,
and it's all depends on the one somebody. Stranger across the glass window. So even my interview was, I was like, okay, there's somebody in front of me. I see that he was some PhD candidate or
Okay.
somebody.
Okay.
He gives his documents, and
Okay.
like the consulate agent was like, no, I don't think supposed to go
Oh my
there.
gosh.
He
Okay.
rejected right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And I can hear my heartbeats raising
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
And like I went there, I
Mhm.
gave my documents.
Mhm.
Uh, I think I gave him my passport and I-20.
Mhm.
And he said, "What are you gonna learn?" I was like,
Mhm.
"Mechanical engineering, Lamar University."
Mhm.
Okay, approved.
Approved. Yeah. So sometimes
Yeah,
there's nothing
it
to
just
be worried
happened.
about, but sometimes people scare the hell out of you. Say, hey,
Yeah.
there's, they might ask you a lot of questions. Go with a bunch of documentation
Yeah.
so that you're ready for any type of questions. And,
Yes.
and there are several variables, right? So it's not the same story for everybody. I've
Everybody.
heard even worse stories
Yeah,
of
I've
people who
heard
went to
that.
interview, got rejected, they've cried
I know, like
around.
we have, like I have a friend who
Yeah.
went for third time.
Third
and
time, yeah, he
like
got
third
it.
time is a charm kind of.
Mhm.
So yeah, so
So you finally got in. Now,
yeah, I didn't
No,
even know.
you
Like
didn't? Okay.
he said he didn't say anything. He said
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So you took your passport then.
He had my passport in his hand, and he stamped something on the paper.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so what next? What
What
do you want to do? Like my passport, and like, no, we'll mail you.
Okay.
So is it approved?
Is it approved?
Yeah, it's approved.
It's approved. Okay.
I had to confirm it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what's happening. This
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
first time, right?
Yeah,
So I
it's
went.
very nuanced.
Yeah,
Like.
that's not what my expectation was. My expectation was like something tough.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like disappointed, right? You prepare for many months for this interview, like they don't ask you. I'm like, okay, but it was really lucky, Like, okay, so finally it's approved. I got
So
my
you got
passport
through.
like within a week.
Yeah. So you got your passport stamped. Now you're ready to fly.
Yeah.
So now I would say after like whenever your admission date or the joining date would be probably in August. You joined in spring. Or?
No, like I think it's just fall.
Fall,
So I joined.
so-
It's a Jan, right?
Jan-
Jan is fall.
I don't know. I think fall is around August maybe.
So maybe spring then.
Maybe spring. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
intake semesters depend on where you're at various colleges. So so if you come to north, it's not spring, it's winter
Yeah.
intake.
Well,
So when you go to south, it's fall and spring.
yeah, the
summer.
timing kind of changes according to the states.
Depend on state. But long story short, it was a Jan was my start
Jan,
date.
okay.
Jan 14th was my
Okay.
orientation somewhere in 2014. 14, yeah. So I booked my ticket. I got here in the States. I landed on December 25th, 2013 on the Christmas Day.
Good.
So it was a nice day. I never forget that one. Good day.
At least no snow in Texas.
Yeah, no snow in Texas, but it was still cold in December. So yeah, that's how I got here. Started my journey in US.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 years of masters. You
Yeah.
did mechanical engineering.
Yes.
I know a lot of students come here for masters in US. It's a struggle.
Yes, it is.
As you are starting fresh in a new country, and it's for everybody starting in any part of the world. You got to make new acquaintances, new connections, new place. You're working with a lot of people, and you want to make your, base.
Yeah,
somehow,
it's a
right?
cultural shock, right? You're coming to a different country. You don't have any contact. You don't
Yeah.
even speak the language much,
yeah.
right? We do, but not like people who.
You understand the
Yeah.
dialects properly, or
Right.
even the slangs. It's hard to understand at the beginning, and then slowly you catch up. But
That's
what
another-
was the 2 years like for you? Like, those.
It was rough. It was like ups and downs all throughout the years. So, but you got a good friends with you
Okay.
who support. But that's what you build initially, like your support system.
Yeah.
You need a support system to survive here. If you stay here alone and try to do everything by yourself, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah.
So you need to have people surround you who's going through the same journey. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went through college. Some classes was okay, some classes was tough.
Yeah.
Grades were high, low.
Okay.
So it's ups and down.
Okay.
But
What was the big difference you have seen between, some question I'm very curious about, maybe people are curious about, the difference between your education that you had in India for your bachelor's versus when you did your master's here? What is the difference that you felt, and which is better, which is, both has its own pros and cons. What do you think is that you felt was better versus in India?
it is entirely different.
Okay.
The classes, right? So back in India, when we go to schools and college, you had to be there like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You get a lunch break in between, right?
Yeah.
Here you might have like one depending on your what you choose. So you have your own option to pick classes. It's not like your first semester you have to go through 8 classes, 4 classes
Yeah.
throughout the day, right? So here that's one of the main difference, right? You pick what you want to learn. You have your own flexibility and so depending on what your interests are, you get to choose what you need to learn. So it's also flexible. Like I think some days were like on Monday you have like 9 a.m. class, 1 hour, 1.5 hour class. Then the next class would be around like 3 p.m. That's on Monday. So then next session would be somewhere on Thursday.
Thursday. So you have like 1 hour, probably 3 hours of in-person sessions.
In
The
a day.
remaining, you're doing it on your own. You
Yeah,
have time
that's
to do
like
other
2 days a
part-time-
week.
So you could, if you get a part-time job inside the college,
Yeah.
if you're on, the visa that you talked about, it's F1,
F1.
for students.
Yeah.
That's the visa you get when you want to study. And if you're on a STEM program, then you get a 3-year stay back, right? And I think that still remains the same. The rule hasn't changed. So the first year is your OPT, first year OPT. That's for the stay back period. The last
Then you
2
have a
years,
STEM
it's
OPT
called the STEM OPT. It's an extension of if you have the job in place, and you should be getting that extended.
Right.
So so that means the 2-year journey. What was your journey in terms of employment? Was it were you able to find something easily inside the university?
Yes. So that's one other thing, right? So here you are in the US as a student.
Yeah.
That's your status. You're an F1 student.
Yeah.
So as an F1 student, you're not supposed to work off campus.
Off campus, yeah.
On jobs.
Yeah.
On campus, it's considered still a part of your academics. That's how the culture is. So you get to work in your college libraries, canteen, as a TA, teacher's assistant, research assistant. You get to do those things.
Okay.
But
So that's like 20 hours. There's a cap,
yes,
right?
depending because you're a student, you are supposed to study.
Focus on
that's your
study.
primary goal.
I mean, exactly. F1 purposes, definitely.
So you get to work for 20 hours. I think that goes to few more hours during summer breaks.
Okay.
Summer there's
maybe
2
they
months,
extended
June, July.
for 40 hours during that time.
Depending on that. So but it's hard. These are limited jobs.
Limited jobs.
You had like handful of jobs in the whole university on the campus. So it's a struggle, like how you get into it, how you refer somebody else. It's a struggle. It's really hard. Not everyone can get into one. Sometimes we won't even find anything. So I couldn't find any on-campus job during that time. So it was a struggle. But
so you were under the expectation that maybe I'll pay off some fees, but it is difficult.
Yes.
But either way,
it works out for somebody. At least you get your expense here, your normal, like your rent and food expense.
Back in the days, I think 2015, probably Beaumont being a little more lower cost of living area, maybe your monthly expenses, do you remember how much you were spending on an average, and your fees maybe?
So like you said, Beaumont was one of, it's not very expensive city to study, and living expenses like less when you compare other cities. So that's one of the other reason I picked Lamar University. And monthly expenses, I don't know, it was if I think about right now, I don't know.
I think with inflation maybe different, but
because we stay in a shared house, right? Like 2-bedroom house, 4 of us or 6 of us, depending on, right? But so I don't know, like maybe the whole $600-$700
okay per month.
Yeah,
but that was big amount in terms of
for us, because we're not earning much, right?
So the average fees for the whole master's program would be around 30 at
that time.
20
Close to 30. That's what I remember.
Close to 30,000
in that university.
In that university.
Because I also got admission in university in Austin, Texas. Which was double of this. So depending on your college, city where it is, state, range differs. But
university, Texas, Austin, that's very expensive compared to Lamar for sure.
Right.
But so choose wisely. Obviously, sometimes finances would make sense in a tier 2 colleges or tier 3 colleges. But if you're going to tier 1, definitely be ready to pay the price.
Right.
So
And it also depends on like where you pick
yeah,
your interview, visa interview.
exactly.
You cannot pick a college that doesn't, expenses are low,
Yeah.
cost of living is low.
Yeah.
I don't know the math behind it, but some colleges easy to get an admission, some
Yeah.
are not. Things always keep on changing.
Yeah.
So
So do your due diligence, do a good research on
Yeah.
universities before you select the right one. And obviously, if you have the money, go ahead, do it at a good college, like a tier 1. But keep in mind the fees are really high. But sometimes it doesn't really matter where
Yeah.
you study. You can eventually get what you want
Yeah.
if you are determined and disciplined and upskill yourself constantly. So with that, let me get to, once you graduated your master's program, what was your struggle like? What was your career journey from there?
Yeah. So when I graduated, after graduation,
So you were still in Beaumont,
I'm
Texas.
still in Beaumont.
Yeah.
I'm still in Texas.
Yeah, the hub of oil and gas.
Yeah, Texas is a hub of oil and gas. Everything is connected to that backbone.
Industry. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 2015 December. I graduated, walking into 2016.
Yeah.
That's when the oil crisis recession hit,
Yeah.
and the Texas went down.
Yeah.
It was a very really bad time for Texas.
Yeah.
Oil prices was cheaper than a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
So it was really struggle at that time. All the companies were laying off like thousands and thousands of people whose experience, right? So it was a struggle in state in Texas. So
a lot of pool of people with
right,
experience,
it was
and then you're a
experience
fresher coming in.
coming in with no background of anything, right? So it's a struggle.
Yeah.
So but I had my brother. He's in Houston, right? He supported me, so I was staying with them for some time.
Yeah.
So they supported me for food and shelter, right? So I had to find a job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, these things help, right? Now,
Yeah.
for people who don't have that, the struggle is going to be even harder,
yes,
right? But at least he had, you have brother for support at that time. So
Yeah.
your food and shelter is taken care of. Now all you need is to find that job,
Yeah.
right? Like what did you do differently, and what was your journey until you got your first job?
So one in US, when you're here in a STEM field, one of the main criteria of maintaining your OPT status, you have to work in a STEM
Yeah.
program or related job. It had to be a core job.
Yeah.
You cannot be a mechanical engineer and work on software. So that, because even after graduation, there's still different phases of visa approvals.
Yeah.
You need to keep on extending your status. But during after graduation, I had to struggle for finding a job. There's no scope, no response. Nobody's responding back to your application. So we had to do something different because we had to survive. And staying in Texas, it was hard. So I even started, joined in like programs like they uplift your skill
sets, yeah,
and gives you exposure to other industries.
Okay.
So I even started doing that,
Okay.
learning SAP tools.
Okay.
It's more like
So you try to get into IT with your
tried,
background
yeah,
in
I tried
mechanical.
to get into
But
an
your
IT.
interest was always behind your behind the head. What was going on, right? Was it the right
Yeah.
path, or were you trying to shift away for a reason, or was it that you didn't find something suitable in Texas in mechanical engineering? Or what made you shift or pivot to other industries like IT with SAP?
Yeah. So it's all about survival, right?
Okay.
You have to survive somehow.
Yeah.
So if you keep on thinking, okay, I need to work on my core, I need to work on my mechanical background. So it's hard. You have to be ready to explore other options.
Yeah.
So that was one of the options I tried because I have to survive. I cannot stay without any job for long because, like I said, I didn't get a scholarship. Tuition was big. So it's a loan from India, for education loan with 12-13% interest rate.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I tried this agency go train, get this skills, improve your skills, and you get the train your for interviews, give mock interviews, give professional support for that.
Okay.
But back in my mind, I was always want to be an engineer in mechanical somehow, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going out of your league.
Yeah. You,
And you're
you
going-
did 7 years of education in a field,
Yeah,
and
and,
then you're
and now you're
completely
trying to do in
in something else.
software, and
Yeah.
like which
I mean, obviously, even automotive today, it's a combination. It's a hybrid of mechanical and software. So software is not really going away, but not in the mechanical sense, right? Like
Yeah.
like a mechatronics or a software.
right. But yeah, I was never a software guy. I never understood that. I still don't understand that much. Coding wise, but
Yeah.
but that was not like if you are coding on the software development.
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Just more like a tool, working on a
yeah.
tool, right? But that help businesses.
Yeah.
But I did that. I did that whole journey trying to learn that for 5-6 months,
Okay.
and it's almost like from Jan almost close to June, July.
Yeah.
Nothing working out. So I had to do something different
Different.
from that. So that's when I got to know about a program here in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
So it's like you get to learn like different. It gives you an opportunity to understand the automotive
Okay.
industry and skills that you need in
Okay.
automotive.
What is the program called? Like you said in Michigan.
Yeah. So there was a firm called LHPU.
LHPU.
So
Okay.
they help you to train. Like it's a training program.
Okay.
And they also we need to pay fees for that. It's like,
Okay.
I think at that time it was like $9,000.
Okay.
Which was even big
Okay.
for somebody who don't have a job.
Okay. Is it associated to any, what do you say, any society of engineers? Like I think it's part of SAE.
No, so when you it's like an upskilling coursework, right?
Okay.
So at the end of the course, you get a certification which is accredited by SAE.
So what was the program called then? What's the name of the certification?
It was called Fundamentals of Control Systems.
Control Systems.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's accredited by SAE.
Okay.
Like Society of Engineering Automotive.
Okay.
Right. So I got to know about that. I have a couple of friends who did that.
Okay.
Eventually got into a job
Okay.
in Michigan.
Okay.
So I like to give a shot, right? Try whatever you need. You have to survive.
Yeah.
I joined that. It's a 1.5 month
course.
6 weeks course actually. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Each week you study about different skills. Like 1 week would be CAN communication, which is a protocol in the automotive industry at that time. Still.
Okay.
And
it still exists. I think.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna go.
It was initially basic CAN, then CAN FD, and then some IP, and now it's like Ethernet is kind of coming into the picture. But you get the gist. Like back in 2015, that was the technology that was most in demand. Like at least the protocols that are mostly used.
It's a communication standards that still automotive industry uses.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you get to learn about that. Then you will get to learn about a control system. Then you get to learn about like your harnesses, schematics, hands-on experience.
Okay.
They help you to work, build your resume.
Okay.
Right, and mock interviews.
Okay.
It's like a polishing your.
So I think I think you mentioned before the podcast there's calibration, on actual engines.
Right.
And then there's like some software that they make you learn, like MATLAB, Simulink.
You get exposure to different tools that's used, right? MATLAB tools, Simulink tools.
Yeah. Bit more electrical, but
electrical, yes.
But
and you're using this control system, using all these tools and making a software or like a script to make an engine run.
Right.
Like putting all the values.
So in 6 weeks, you're going through that compressed journey of learning a bunch of information, a lot of information.
A lot of information, but really, it was a really good course. Okay. Like you get to know about a lot of things, which because when you're coming from a mechanical background, this is entirely different.
Yeah,
it's something that's happening right now here, industrial, like what's happening in the current industry, right? It's not like on the books.
Yeah,
hands-on skills. So I did that and gave like multiple interviews here and there.
Yeah.
And finally, I got an interview with Ford.
Okay.
Ford Motors.
Oh wow, Ford Motor Company.
Yes.
And
Dearborn.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to the interview. It was really easier than I expected.
Was that your first interview, or you had other interviews?
That was
in
my
between. Okay.
Actually, that was my second interview.
Second interview. Okay.
In person.
In like
In person.
Oh, in person after like.
So one of my friend referred me to that position and I got
Okay.
it.
So how does the referral work? Was that like a referral to the manager, or was it through a referral portal from the company?
So actually, the one who referred me, my friend, she got 2 interviews in Ford at the same time.
Okay.
She was also with me with the whole program in
okay.
LHPU.
Okay.
So we both got interviews. Like she got interviews for both positions at the same time,
Okay.
and she picked the other one,
Okay. Gotcha.
and she referred me to this
The second position.
Yeah, she didn't give an interview. She got interview scheduled, but she said, "Okay, I already got the other one."
Okay. Was this like a direct or a
No,
a
both contract.
Contract. Okay.
So some companies, main companies, they don't hire you direct because all the documents and paperwork for international students that's needed.
Yeah.
So you had to work with another third company.
Party vendor.
Yeah, when another vendor.
Okay.
So they take care of your documentation,
Okay.
and you work as a client location. So it was a position like that.
Okay.
So she referred me, gave my resume to the that third party vendor company, uh, consultancy, right?
Yeah.
So they picked me. They took me, took a pick.
So the referral, how it works is your friend had a connection with a recruiter at a consultancy,
Yeah.
who is the vendor for Ford, and then she got 2 calls, and then she referred you to the recruiter she was working with for the Ford position, right?
She applied for 2 positions.
2 positions. Okay.
With 2 different departments of
Okay.
Ford.
Okay.
But both positions were different agencies.
Agencies. Oh, I see. Okay.
Not same recruiter. Different recruiter.
Got it. Okay.
So, but the other position went quick.
Quick. Okay.
The second position was slow. The interview process was a little bit back.
Okay.
She already got the other interview. She applied to she accepted it.
Okay, so she already got the job.
Yeah.
So essentially, she just passed that to the recruiter, and then the recruiter submitted your resume because your profiles were similar,
matching,
and you had the same kind of experience. So always, guys, your classmates, everybody can always be your source of referral and a job.
Support each other because everyone,
yes.
Everyone is going through the struggle. So
Exactly.
referral always helps a lot.
Yeah. End of the day, even I was helped by Akhil in the process. I used to stay with him before I found my first job. So it was all food and shelter was taken care of. So it is a way of him giving it forward.
Yeah,
but
right.
Anyways, support each other. You can always find help. People are willing to help. All you need to do is ask, and you'll be able to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
So moving along. So after that, you had the interview. How was the interview process? Were you scared?
That was my. I went there into there's like a panel interview.
Oh, okay. How many people?
There were like 4 or 5 people. Oh yeah, I was scared. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
They gave like 3 managers interviewing, and there was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Who got into the room with me?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, but it was not as scary as I was expecting. The interview process depends on your company culture and how they wanna take the process. My interview was whole behavior questions.
Okay.
So they have
star format.
Star format. Okay. Yes. That's one of the standard formats still that's used in many industries, many companies, legacy companies.
Yeah. Like most of the big companies,
old companies,
the top 500 companies in US, they all use behavioral questions as a standard in their interview process.
Things have changed recently, that's what I heard, but at the time, it was like still some company, like I said, like old companies, big companies still use for engineering.
Yeah,
they still use the star method.
So some if you're in software development, then it's a bit more different. You may have some technical rounds, some filtering process there.
You might have a live programming.
Live programming if you're
sessions, in IT software.
So pre-filtering criteria before you actually get to a technical round. Then maybe they get into behavioral questions and so on. And then HR rounds. If it's different for each company, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. So this is just it was just one round.
Okay.
All situation questions. Everyone asks different situations. You answer it. It's all about how you place yourself.
Yeah.
It's all about interaction.
Yeah.
They feel comfortable working with you. You feel you have to make them comfortable candidate for them to train, because they're training, right? they want to make sure that there's somebody they can work with easily.
Exactly.
Don't you have if you give out an attitude and
Yeah.
try to outsmart them, it's going to be hard for them to work with us. So it all depends on how you handle the situations.
Okay.
But it was just one round.
Okay.
Yeah, within 2 days, I got to know that they're moving forward
Okay.
with my
Amazing.
application. They selected me,
Okay.
and within two or 3 weeks, I joined Ford.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. You're working in a big
Company that you're hearing from childhood days.
yeah,
right?
right. It was
Ford,
like
yeah.
we are working for Ford Motor Company. Like okay, and that was a really fun job. I enjoyed it a lot. And
What was your title? Like, what were you doing there?
so my position was electrical systems integration engineer.
Okay.
So basically, as an integration means like as the name says, you integrate whole vehicle together,
Okay.
like on a vehicle level.
Okay.
So you bring the different teams working for different component, different features in the vehicle. So you work with them
Okay.
and bring it together to one vehicle.
Okay.
So integrate everything to one whole vehicle.
Okay.
So from the design all the way to testings and launching the vehicle.
Okay. Okay.
So it was fun. I launched a couple of vehicles still on the roads.
Okay.
Designed their
Are
systems.
you able to share some cars that you worked on?
Yeah, sure. I worked on a Ford Escape.
Okay.
2022.
2022.
Sorry, 2020 actually.
Okay.
2022, 2023
Okay.
Escape, and so it's a Ford version. There's a Lincoln version of Escape.
That's
Corsair.
a luxury version of it.
Yeah, Ford have a luxury versions Lincoln. So Ford Escape for Corsair 2020, both variants.
Okay.
Then 2023 Escape and Corsair. Then I
In Ford, you had a journey. You went from contract to a full time, and then a lot of paperwork was resolved during that time.
Yeah.
So now everything is sorted. Now you're looking for your next thing in the future, right? And that's your current job. So can you give us a journey of how you got there? How was the process? What did you do to get there? What motivated you to do that?
Yeah. So one other thing, right? In the beginning of our discussion, we always talked about upskilling. You have to be trying to move forward. Always try something different. You have to be ready. You should be always ready to do the struggle to move forward. So while I was in Ford, I also completed my MBA in international business.
Okay.
So that's something I completed between that.
Okay.
It's just like not full time, like a
So you're looking for that management path eventually.
You're right. Yeah, because you cannot stay I believe like you shouldn't be staying in one role for a long time. You have to move on. You have to move forward. Your life is gonna change. Your circumstances are gonna change.
Yeah.
So you have to move forward.
Yeah.
You have to go up, right? You have to climb the ladder sometime. So did my MBA, finished it. I did that in graduated 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yes. I got married after that.
Okay. Yeah.
So circumstance changes before that, right? Between that. So
and he's also expecting. So I'm gonna be a father soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So your finance are like your responsibilities changes. So you have to upskill yourself. So I did that, and right. So I was always passively looking for jobs. Like once in a while, give an interview. If I find something interesting, apply it. So this talk to the recruiter, right?
Yeah.
See what's in the company, what is there in the company for me and for them, what I can offer. So I found a position at Stellantis for the one I'm in right now.
Okay.
Electrical triage, commissioning and triage engineer. So immediately I have a friend who's working on there, who actually Anish introduced me. So again, referrals.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is that referral? Is that like a portal referral that you get from a person who is working at the company?
Yes.
Is that the referral you got? Okay.
Referral is all about connecting people, right? So when you're in a company, your company positions are posted internally in the company career portal, and every employee get an opportunity to apply for it internally, and they get an opportunity to refer somebody externally to that position.
Yeah.
So I contacted my friend. He referred me to this position.
Okay.
So depending on the company process, once they apply your resume in the system, you get a link
Okay.
and you get to apply through that.
Okay. So you enter all your details,
yes,
resume, submit it. Okay.
basic information.
Okay.
So typically the recruiter who is working in the company can see that, oh, this is a referral candidate.
Okay. So it
You
gets
get a little priority
over the
on
other
those
submissions. Okay.
rather from who's randomly applied. And also your position has to match for it.
Match for it.
Yeah, right. So I got a call on that. I gave the interview.
Okay.
It was a nice team. It's a new team. They're building up. It's a good opportunity for me.
Okay.
Found it really interesting.
Okay.
And it's also like a step up in my career as well, from a engineer to an engineering leader. So it's a lead position.
Yeah.
So it was a struggle to move out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So you work in a company for 9 years, you build your relationship, your network, your friends, and your skills. So you're moving to a different company. Entirely different, like a new entry level candidate.
Yeah.
But eventually it worked out.
Okay.
Having it's a nice opportunity, having fun. So I'm learning, I'm sharing my information, knowledge. So it's good.
So one of the last section for us, that's advice to everyone who's watching this video. What advice would you give to others who want to follow a similar path?
That's a very good question. Thank you for that, because when I look back, there was a poem back in my school time. The road not taken. You never know what's there on the other road, right?
Yeah.
So always you find out what's in your road that you took. So you have to figure out what's in you, what you want. You have to build up that fire in you, because life is not easy. There's a lot of struggles.
Yeah.
You have to overcome those all struggles to move forward.
Yeah.
And build up your support system. Find your friends, work with your friends. Build your friends helps a lot, mentally, physically, and your even they help you to learn stuff, right?
Okay.
You learn from discussing with your friends, everything. And for a career, find the industry that you want to work with, and study about that.
Yeah.
Make a good resume. Discuss your resume with all your friends, your peers, and your professors, anyone you can. It's all about your resume when you get into a job.
And sometimes they help you get that visibility eventually as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because we never know like who's gonna refer us, who's gonna give us a job, how we're gonna find a job. It might be a random person on the street. You never know. So you build that, but you always need the end goal where you need to be. And nobody's gonna hand anything into your hand. You have to find your own ways to find it. Struggle, and you need that fire. Oh, I need to achieve in my life. I need to do something in my life. So that helps a lot. That helped me a lot. That's what took me to where I am today. So, yeah.
Thank you, Akhil. So one more question: if someone is considering moving to the US for work, what should they prepare for in terms of culture or work culture? Maybe is it good or bad? Like, what should they prepare mentally when they come to work here in US?
It's different, right? Because we come from a different culture, entirely family oriented culture, right? When you come to a different country, especially US, it's more independent living. Everyone is separated here. Even kids move out of the house when they're 18, right? They start working from below very early in the stage. So,
which is good, which has its own pros.
Which is good,
They're way ahead.
Yeah.
By the time they graduate and everything, they've already done multiple jobs before they actually get to the first job.
So they always have a extra heads up in the industry if you're working here or if you're coming to school. So you have to overcome that or like get to that point, right, where they are at.
And let go of the fear of communicating to anyone and everyone.
So if you think that you're like behind something, try to work on it, right? You have to work on it in everything. Okay. Even if you get the job, you have to work on it. You have to improve your skills to get that. So if you're coming here for a job, depends on how you're getting here, right? Are you coming like my path, coming here as a student, getting to a job market, career here, building a career here. Another is like if you can come from any country to work here on an L1 visa, which is a
Which is
temporary
a
visa,
temporary visa,
right?
but that's a company
So it's
sending
called
you.
like a internal company,
Intra-company
intra-company
transfer. Okay.
transfer. So if you're working in a company in India, you can come. It's the same company in
In
US.
US or Europe, or where,
So wherever
in,
it
in
is,
US,
yeah,
yeah,
in
but
US,
in US
L1
it's
is
called
in
L1.
L1, yeah. So you can move here
Okay.
for how long the period is, or if you can do the same job H1 visa from India. So you're working in India, your company can file your H1.
I think that's paused with the Trump policies. It may change eventually,
Yeah,
but
right.
at least they have to put 100,000 up front to get that visa. But again, that's a long shot at this point. But if you're within US, what I've heard is, again, this is my assumption. Please do make your own research. What they say is, if you're internally on any visa, whether it's F1 or any other category of visas, and you are already living in the US, you can apply for an H1, and you don't need to put that 100,000 up front.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just the visa part of it. But if they actually come to work,
If they actually come to work,
then
like if you're already here, you know
what's
what the culture is, how people are, right? But if you're coming from India, like any other country, coming here, it's gonna be different. Like, but it's more free. What I've heard, people are more open. It's no like major politics in the company like in other countries, like even in India. Right? It's more open here. People are more welcoming. You might be surprised how welcoming they are, how supportive they are. So just it's really good, different, but it's nice.
okay. So now it's closing time. But thank you, Akhil. But before that, I just want to say the summary of what I've learned so far from you. You started your journey from a small town in Irinjalukuda, and then you did your bachelor's in Tamil Nadu. You said, and then that is your mechanical engineering.
Right.
Then you moved to do your master's in Texas, US for mechanical engineering again, and that was a tough period as well.
Yeah.
Then another few months or at least half a year to a year to find your first job, and all the upskilling you did with the fire that you had in you. So that was really amazing to see your journey there, finding your first job. And then eventually, after 9 years of journey with Ford, you moved to Stellantis, which is again another great company where you're working as a lead position with electrical commissioning and triage leader there. So it's really great to see where you are today, and me also being part of that journey in parallel to see that. I'm really grateful, and thank you for all the help you did in my life as well. But with that, maybe a few words about Stellantis, because that's a company that I started work initially. Now he's back there.
Yes.
Not anymore, but at least maybe you can say a few words about Stellantis. Maybe people are not familiar with Stellantis. So
because like Stellantis is also like a big player in automotive industry, but they are like a big like combination of like almost 13-14 brands. Like I was telling earlier, Ford has a Ford and a Lincoln brand, but Stellantis have a Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Chrysler, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and they have a couple of European brands that's big in Europe.
It's a very large company. Very large company.
If you're looking like automotive like companies in the whole world, they have like a big major share in the whole market. So they are very big. So it's nice. I never thought I'll be working there, but now I'm here in Stellantis. It's nice, but it's really exciting. It's good.
Again, so thank you so much for sharing your journey, and it was inspiring to hear how you navigated each of these steps. And I'm sure the audience enjoyed that as well.
I hope so.
So with that, thank you so much again.
Thank you, NH. I'm so honored to be here. I never thought like we'll be having a conversation like this at any time in my life. So, but it's really interesting, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you
a lot for all the future as well, and hopefully we'll come back here in a couple of years and see where we are at that time of our life, and give additional information on how things goes, right?
Exactly.
And how is the experience from what we had between the time.
Exactly.
That's good.
Thank
So
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.